Hi guys, welcome to the realm of astrology. This is your daily horoscope for 6th August 2021, which is a Friday. But before we begin, I want you to know that I also do weekly video horoscopes and monthly sun rising sign horoscopes that you can watch on my YouTube channel. I also request you to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so that you can be notified every time I post a video. Okay, so let's talk about what's happening in the astrology today. And today we have the Sun-Uranus square. So we'll talk first about that because that is the most important thing, and then we'll move on to other things. And as you can see on the chart, the sun here has hit 14 degrees. It's at 1427 right now, and Uranus here is at 1443, and they are going to be squaring, making a 90-degree angle. In astrology, that is a challenging aspect that represents friction and change. So here we have Uranus, which is a sudden electrifying energy which can bring about unexpected change. And then we have the sun, which is our identity, which is our soul, which is our consciousness, which is who we are, which is who we are becoming. Right? So this can be a sudden, unexpected, electrifying change to our identity, to our consciousness, to who we are, to all those things. And that's not the only aspect that's going on with this. We also have Saturn here at 9 degrees of Aquarius in opposition to the sun and a square to Uranus, but the orb is quite a bit. The orb is the number of degrees they're separated by. So Saturn here is at 9, Uranus is at 14, so that's almost 5 degrees, and the sun is also at 14, so that's about a 5-degree orb. So it is intense, but it's not as intense as it would be if, say, Saturn was at 14 degrees as well, right? But what this energy means is that Saturn is a planet of decisions. It's a planet of hard work and defining things. And here it is aspecting both Uranus and the sun. So this energy could be a decision, a definition connected to our identity, and that can come about quite unexpectedly and suddenly because Uranus is there. And whatever this change is to our identity, whatever this decision might be to our identity, whatever hard work we are putting in constructing who we are, will also push us more towards our unique, authentic self. So this energy will come exact by, say, 5 p.m. in the evening Pacific time, which makes it 5 a.m., 6 a.m. India time, Saturday morning. Okay, so but we'll start feeling it. We're already feeling this energy. So you know what that is. And to sum it up, it is a sudden, unexpected change to who we are, to our identity, to our consciousness, to our soul. And that change might require decisions, might require hard work, might require us to define things because Saturn is opposing that energy. But whatever this is, whatever change takes place, whatever hard work you're asked to do, it will propel us one more step in our authentic self, in developing our unique identity. So that's the highlight of the day. Now I'll talk about 3-4 more things that are happening today, and then we'll close it out. And the next thing happens at about 10 a.m. and the moon in Cancer at 22 degrees is trining Neptune at 22 degrees, right? This is about 10:30 a.m. Pacific time, which makes it about 10:30, 11 p.m. India time. And a trine is a 120-degree angle, which is positive. In this case, what's happening? We have Neptune, which is our spirituality, which is the most magical planet, which is the planet of the higher realms. But Neptune is also the planet of delusions and addictions and lies and not being able to see clearly. And the moon is our emotions, right? But since this is a positive aspect, a trine, the negative manifestation of Neptune, which is confusion, which is addiction, which is depression even at times, I don't think will take place. This is more a very spiritual, magical feeling to our emotions. And the moon in Cancer is about nourishing ourselves. It is about taking care of ourselves, right? So at this moment, as we nourish ourselves, as we take care of ourselves, we might feel spiritually connected. We might feel magical in a way, right? But this is a lot of emotional energy because both the moon and Neptune are in water signs. But at the end of the day, what it boils down to is feeling very spiritual, feeling very magical on an emotional level. This is also an energy that can create, that can endow us with a lot of creativity, because Neptune is the higher octave of Venus and it is creative. It is about poetry and music and all those things. So that could come about as well, being creative, listening to music, all that stuff. So that's 10 a.m. And then we have one stressful aspect that happens today, and that's at about 4 p.m. Pacific time, which makes it 4 a.m. India time, right? And what's happening here? The moon here in Cancer is opposing Pluto, 180-degree angle, and an opposition is usually stressful. It requires us to integrate two elements, right? And in this case, what are we integrating? On one hand, we have the moon, which is our emotions, and on the other hand, we have Pluto, the planet of catharsis and transformation and change and endings and beginnings. And it is a subconscious planet, right? It works internally. So this is a point where we are asked to transform our emotions in some way. It could also be a catharsis to our emotions in some way, a release point of sorts, right? And this is connected to the recent past because Pluto is retrograde. Whatever we are releasing, whatever we are transforming, we've seen glimpses of that before, right? So that's at 4 p.m. Pacific time, which makes it about 4 a.m. Indian Standard Time. And before we move on, speaking of release and catharsis, we are 2 to 3 days out from the new moon. Actually 2 days. It's on 8th of August, the new moon in Leo. And 2 to 3 days before the new moon, we have the balsamic phase of the moon. And this is a point where we release a lot. A lot of subconscious release takes place. This is also a point where our physical energy might be a little low. So that's the energy we are in. And the moon in Cancer, which is about going within, which is about introspecting, right? I think this process of release is a little more than it would be if the moon was in another sign. And with the opposition to Pluto, that release, that catharsis, that subconscious process at this point at 4 p.m. Pacific time, 4 a.m. India time is more than usual. So this is a very powerful point of release, transformation, and catharsis for our emotions, our deep emotions. Okay? And towards the end of the day, actually next morning, because it happens at 1 a.m. Pacific time, we have the moon entering the sign of Leo. So it's entered the sign of Leo. This is about 1 a.m. Pacific time, August 7th, which makes it about 1 p.m. India time, Saturday afternoon. And this is where we will have the new moon, because the new moon is in Leo and new moon's on 8th of August. So now we are building up to that energy. The new moon's going to happen at 16 degrees of Leo. So the moon's 16 degrees away from the new moon. So I just thought I'd mention that. And the last thing I will mention for today's horoscope is that we have the Venus-Neptune opposition building. We'll talk about that in a day or so, but it is building. And the last thing I do want to mention today is that Saturn here has been in a trine with the North Node for months. Varying orbed, but in a trine for months. And this is an energy that says what? What does it say? First of all, the North Node is our goals. It's where we are headed. And Saturn is the planet of the long run. It's the planet that defines things, that builds things, okay? That sets things in stone. And with the trine to North Node, a positive aspect, Saturn for months has been helping us build towards our goals. And these goals are for the long run. So even as we speak, Saturn is helping us build towards those goals. These goals that will stay with us for a long, long time. And that being said, I want to talk about the underlying energies. It'll just take me a couple of minutes to do that. The first thing is the Saturn-Uranus square. This energy will be feeling all year. We're feeling this after 21 years, so a long time. And this energy is asking us to embrace the new, get rid of the old, and embrace our authentic, unique self. But since these planets are squaring, this process will feel stressful. But right now, since the orb between these planets is 5 degrees, the energy is less intense than it was in the month of June. But by the end of the year, by December, these two planets will come exact again, and the energy will begin to intensify. So the whole year, all of 2021 is about change, is about embracing our authentic self, is about getting rid of old things, old thought patterns that don't serve us. And 2021 is also a year that we are building, and we are building the Saturn-Jupiter conjunction cycle that happened in December of 2020. So in December of 2020, we started a new 20-year cycle that will stay with us till 2040. And right now we are building that. We are setting the foundation for the next 20 years. And another thing we are building in 2021 is the Saturn-Pluto conjunction of Jan of 2020. These planets met up after 38 years and ended a cycle that started in 1982 and started a new cycle in Jan of 2020, a cycle that has shifted our material reality in a powerful way. And this cycle will stay with us till 2053, so a long, long time. And now, right now, we're building that as well. So that's the undercurrent, that's the underlying energy that we deal with on a daily basis in 2021, right? And now I will pick a card for today, and then we will close out the reading. Okay, I'm gonna go with the top card. It says poised. And I think we are ready for the change. We're ready to embrace new things, because the new moon in Leo, as intense it may be, it will push us one step forward in our unique self. And with the Sun-Uranus square today, that is also happening. We are getting more and more poised for the new life that is here, but we are building that, right? And I don't know in which video I said this, but the month of August will really help us move one more step towards our authentic self, because we have a full moon in Aquarius. This is the second full moon in Aquarius we'll have in the month of August, and that will bring way more clarity to the new beginning that happened in December of 2020. So I think this month we are getting ready. We are really getting ready for our new life. We are building, we're working very hard, because August is an intense month, and this new moon in Leo is an intense new moon that can feel challenging because it is in a square to Uranus and an opposition to Saturn. But we'll talk about that. But this is a positive card. At the end of the day, amidst all the intensity, we get a reminder that we are getting ready, we are getting prepped so that we are poised for our new life that is here, but will be fully here in the next 2 years. So I hope you have a great day, and do hit the subscribe button and the bell icon, and I will see you in one of my other videos. Bye.